We're out here to be able to take Belle hawking and part of her training. There's sagebrush and rabbit brush, and borders a field with sheep and alfalfa. So bunnies tend to like it out here. We'll see how well I can keep up with Martin as he takes Belle for a walk. When he works with the birds, he trains and pays attention to the birds, and if you're going to come, you have to keep up.
Well, good morning. We're out here by the lava flow off of Highway 130 out on the desert. I've got Belle with us. This is our new baby. She's been with us 4 weeks. She's out of a captive breeding program in Louisiana. Now, we've done a little series of videos talking about, you know, acquiring her and some of the very beginning steps on how to gentle her and train her and get her ready to be a falconry bird and a wildlife ambassador. And the truth of the matter is, all the training's done now. She is very responsive. She's doing a great job, but she's still a very young, very inexperienced hawk, and everything is new. And so once we get the training done, where she comes to the glove and she's putting up with people and she comes to her toy, and then the next step really, and probably the most important step, is get them out into good habitat and give them lots and lots of opportunities to go out and chase rabbits, because that's what they do, is hunt rabbits. And the more that we can get them out and the more opportunities they have to see rabbits, the sooner they will start taking wild quarry. So now it's really nothing more than she and I developing our routine on, you know, she knows what to expect from me and I know what to expect from her, and we capitalize on our strengths, and that will make us both successful. And so, Belle, are you ready to go play? You are? Well, good. Let's go. Now, the point for the stick is just basically touching the bushes in case there's a rabbit in the sagebrush that they'll flush out. Pretty girl. Such a pretty girl. And we want to walk at a fairly brisk pace, cover as much ground as possible. That gives her more opportunities to see the rabbits. And my poor wife Susan's trying to keep up with us.
And not trip over a bush or fall in a hole.
Look around, see us there. There's my girl. And we kind of zigzag a lot, trying to cover the area as thoroughly as possible. Now this is actually very, very tough terrain. The sagebrush is tall and it's stiff. Lots of places for the rabbits to hide.
Here's some of the holes I'm talking about. I gotta watch out for, as well as the bushes.
You what?
Just showing the holes I gotta watch out for, as well as the bushes.
Oh,
not
we've
to,
got not only
not
a
to
lot of
trip
rabbit
and.
holes, but we got a lot of badgers out here, and they dig out the rabbit holes and make them really big and dangerous to step in.
So yeah, you gotta watch where you're going. Which is why I frequently lose track of what I'm filming when I'm trying to watch where I'm stepping.
Yeah, the glove makes a much better perch for you, that bush, that's not. It doesn't wiggle as much.
And it's a little bit higher.
Here's rabbit tail. Did you see something? That's a little more enthusiastic. And as you can tell, you know, she's just being an angel. You know, she comes back to the glove. I don't even have to whistle for her most of the time. So she is really being just a great animal to work with. Go back this way some more, Sue. That big jack. Got a little glimpse of one. Nice you saw. My girl. spot a rabbit? You lost track of it? That's my good girl.
I may not keep up with him his whole time. He's going to spend an hour out here with her. If I get tired, I'll call it quits, but just this is what he's going to do for an hour with her. Oops. Sometimes longer.
Yeah, we try to be out at least an hour to 2 hours. 2 hours at the most. That wears us both out too much.
This gives you an idea of what he does when he's hawking. Lots and lots of walking.
Yeah.
And so people that think they want to go with him, it's hard to keep up with him. He's going slow for me right now.
Yeah, I am. I'm taking my time. Going a little slower than normal. Don't want to abuse my poor, sweet, beautiful wife.
I think you'd get bored watching this for an hour or two anyway, so I figured we'd just do a short segment of what's going on, and if we're lucky in the future, we might get some pictures of her chasing rabbits, or possibly catching one. Depends on how often I get to come out with them and how well I keep up. Basically, you're only seeing about 2 days a week with him with me filming, because the rest of the time I have to work. So you're getting little bits and glimpses of his training. Yep, don't worry about us. If you get ahead of me, I'll call it quits.
Okay.
I'll keep up while I can. You do what you do.
That sounds great.
People need to understand this isn't just a leisurely activity. This is falconry is not for everyone, and not for very many. It's very time consuming. It takes a lot of skill and a lot of patience. And licensing, permits, inspection by your state fish and game. After you pass your tests and have your facilities inspected, there's a 2 years apprenticeship. And I actually took the falconry test once years ago and passed it, and then decided I really don't have time for this. So I never got a license. I don't have time to keep up with Martin a couple times a week. Belle's such a pretty girl. Martin's still walking away. We'll see if she comes to him. Plus, Martin makes it look so easy. And whenever I handle the birds, I find out it's really not. As much as I've observed and watched and learned, and Martin's tried to train me, I still don't have the personality and the patience that he has. And that makes a huge difference. So this is not a pet. This is far, far more involved. It's a lifetime commitment, a daily commitment. As I've heard Martin tell people, at the end of the hunting season, you don't just put it in a closet like you would with a gun. You still have to handle them daily, even when it's not the hunting season.
We're not seeing rabbits, kiddo, are we? I know.
You getting bored, Belle?
I'm not seeing any rabbits. That's good. Unfortunately, this year the rabbit population seems to be down from where it usually is.
We've had a drought for several years. Vegetation is down too.
Oh, we've got a tarantula wasp. Why don't you videotape that?
Where is it?
It's right over here, crawling around, just right there. Red and black.
Oh, okay.
The tarantula wasp is very cool. That's actually one of the smaller ones. And what a tarantula wasp does is it finds the holes where a tarantula nests, where the tarantula mama lays her eggs, and the tarantula wasp really will go into the den where the mother tarantula is, sting the mother tarantula, paralyze it so it can't move, and then the tarantula wasp lays its eggs, and when her eggs hatch, the tarantula wasp babies eat the paralyzed tarantula. And so it's kind of a gruesome death, but that's kind of the way Mother Nature is. And we have a lot of tarantulas out here, a lot of tarantula wasps as well. And she's just looking around right now to see if she can see anything. Hi, sweetie. You are such a sweet little girl.
Much easier than some other species.
Yeah, the Herrithawk really is one of the most emotionally stable of the hawks, and she's a jackrabbit.
Oh,
Nope,
see,
not gonna do
see
it.
the rabbit, but she pulled off.
Pulled off. She's a little bit overweight. This morning. And again, the thing that people have to understand is this is a young bird, and it will be literally weeks before she's really physically fit enough to where she'll be catching things on a regular basis. And so right now we're just getting her out, let her see the rabbits, let her see the habitat and terrain, get her and I to get into our routine. And shortly she'll be making more aggressive attempts. But that's interesting. Let me go see what it is. And followed it for just a few seconds and then pulled off. She needs to be about an ounce lighter in weight for her to be really sharp. She's looking. Okay. In about a month, her speed will more than double. Hi.
So you're saying this is slow right now?
Oh yeah. Her wing beats are slow, and right now she's just learning. Like I said, she's nowhere near at a fitness level that she will be in a month or two from now. Huh.
It's only been 20 minutes since we started filming, and here I am huffing and puffing. Yeah, we've had people want to go hawking with Martin before, and he takes off, and after a few minutes they discover they can't keep up, and they go back to their cars and go home. Well, he says he's taking it slow and easy for me at the moment because I'm filming. But that's not what he normally does.
The more ground I can cover, the more rabbits we'll see, the more opportunity she has to be successful. Now, landing on the ground like she did, that's kind of boredom. That's basically saying, you're not flushing any rabbits for me, I'm just going to sit here. And, you know, we don't reward that behavior. And so she'll have to, when she finishes sitting, she'll have to figure out she needs to come get me. But we don't want to, you know, give her a tidbit for landing on the ground. Huh, sweetie? Come on. There's my girl.
So there's been a bunch of big holes. I'm going to call it quits. I'm going to let him keep going for the next hour. But you've got a little taste of part of his training. See you later.
See you in a little bit, Sue.
Walking this stuff is dangerous if you're not watching. Yep. I think she might have seen it. I saw it, but it's a long ways out there.
Yeah, when she's physically fit, that's perfectly appropriate for her. But in her condition right now, like I said, young, and she needs lots of exercise to get nice and fit. Huh, sweetie?
Lots of conditioning, just like I need. You and I
We all
both.
need.
Hi, Belle. Oh, I did have it filmed. Cool. She flew right over my head. I forgot I was filming. I got so excited to see her fly over.
Yeah, Sue, if you start wearing a glove in the field, she'll hawk with you.
Okay.
Only if you want to, though. I know you're busy videotaping.
Yeah, I forgot I was videotaping. When she came at me, it's like, oh darn, I wish I had the camera on. She flew right over. Maybe that'll be a way to raise some money for the education and rehab that we do. You'll have to ask for a big donation for people to come hawking with you.
Yeah, with Belle, that's a real possibility that people could just come out in the field, wear a glove, and she'll probably hunt with anybody.
But then they'll be like me and forget they're filming and fall in a hole or something.
Yep.
Yeah, holes are all over here.
Sorry, sweetie. Had an itch, had to scratch. Lots of little birds catching her interest.
Where is she? Oh,
Am I not doing my job? I'm not flushing rabbits for you, sweetie? I'm sorry. There's my girl. There's my pretty girl. Still look around for a minute. Okay, well, I'm gonna keep walking.
oops.